Hey guys, I'm Adrian for the Digital Dojos, and today I'm joined by my good friends Duncan Mail, or Mobile Phone 2003, and Josh Hoax, or We493. So we just got done watching the Apple event. It is 5 a.m. here nearly. So what do you guys think? Duncan, what's your consensus so far, just from the opening, what overall opinion so far?
Uh, it's it was interesting. It was a few things said,
Yeah,
but nothing
encouraged.
exciting in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's
What about
my
you, Josh?
Um, it was all right. It wasn't. I didn't think it was like disappointing, but it wasn't like
Yeah.
a revolutionary.
All right. So in consensus, pretty much, what was it, Duncan? They made everything bigger, right? they, in summary.
essentially, yeah. I mean, they what we now have is a longer iPhone, a longer iPod Touch, um, a bigger iPod Nano,
Yeah.
and that was it, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I don't even think, is their store even fixed right now? Let me go to the iPod page. Well, for those of you who haven't watched, obviously, to start off, they released the new iPhone 5. They talked their daily, the reports. They released the iPhone 5. And then they went on to talk about, what was it, iOS 6? What was after that? iOS 6? I think it was,
Yeah.
yeah, iOS 6. After that, they talked about, what was after iOS 6? Was it the iPods or was it just iTunes?
It
What,
was the iPod Nano, wasn't it?
iPod Nano, or iTunes. They released a new version of iTunes.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
which is like slimmed down. It's the only thing that actually slimmed down. Then they did the iPod Nano, which I'll get to that later on. The iPod Touch and earbuds, and that's just basically it. So I guess we start with the iPhone 5. So, Duncan, give me the rundown of the iPhone 5.
Uh, so there's a small increase in the screen lengthways. So that was what was 100 and I think it's
100,
around 176 pixels lengthways, which gives
yeah.
us a extra row of icons
Oh man.
on the home screen. A lot of the apps have already been they demonstrated quite a few that have already been developed for that resolution.
Uh huh.
Uh, I don't know the exact resolution. Is it 1136 something like that
Yeah, I'm trying to
times
find it right now.
640
Is it
as
1136? Yep. Yep.
the normal Retina is 960 by 640, so just a slight increase in that. Then they've got the A6 processor instead of the A5. There's still 8 megapixel in the camera,
Yep.
but
Yep.
there's
Ish.
more resolution wise in the camera. There's a few extra features on that. Um,
Mm.
but yeah, nothing major, no, no real thing that makes you go, oh yeah, I want to get it for that.
I
The
know.
only thing you can say about the iPhone is oh, it's got a bigger screen.
Yeah, the two new things is the screen, the dock connector, which,
Oh
holy,
yeah,
looking at the dock connector, so it's called, the new thing is called Lightning. After Thunderbolt the report, the Lightning, it's a 9-pin dock connector. That it's essentially it's the new standard for dock connectors. The adapter that comes included in the box, it will be included in the box. If you want to buy it separately, it costs $29. It's it's an adapter, and it's 20. I mean,
Well, also, no one will need one unless they get an iPhone 5 anyway.
yeah,
So
that's true.
everyone that has one will have an adapter anyway.
I guess so. That's
But I
true.
guess I'll probably want like a second adapter to like put in my car or
Yeah,
something.
and
Still,
eventually we'll lose these adapters because they're like,
I feel like the bigger screen is kind of like a feature actually,
yeah,
because if you think about it, it'll be handy in every single application.
yeah,
Like
it will.
especially in like something like Safari or Mail, where you're scrolling through. I
I
mean, it'll show more information on the screen.
I see it better being used in like landscape mode. Like it's longer that way.
Yeah,
Video looked nice in landscape. I mean, I'm not touting, like I mentioned earlier. I just shot the iPhone 5 overview. Like the engineering standpoint, it's awesome. Like what they were able to pack in a thinner and lighter and all that. The depth's like at literally 7.6 millimeters of a phone. So it's a thin phone. It's lighter. I'm sure it'll feel great in the hand. The new design, like me and Duncan, you're the one who's saying you don't really like the new aluminum back, right? Like the aluminum mid portion, whatever it is.
yeah. Only because it kind of I'm a fan of the iPhone 4's pure
Mm-hmm.
color all across the back, and it looks like it's a slightly different shade on the back. It sort of goes back
Yeah,
to the really old days that you were showing your
yeah. I'm showing right
original
now
iPhone.
the iPhone first gen.
Um, Whereas I don't know, it just makes it doesn't seem like a premium device when you put cuts in it.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't liking the white one. I like the black one. The slate kind of looks cool. It's like a graphite material. The white one looks kind of weird. It's like white and silver, which I don't know if it meshes too well. I mean, Josh, you're out of all of us, you're the one for sure getting the new iPhone, right? Like, most
Yeah,
likely getting
I
the new
pretty much will for sure at some point. Maybe
16. What model are you looking at getting?
I'm still trying to decide between 16 and 32.
What about color? That's the big
Probably black.
one. But I
But
mean, yeah, I mean it's engineering wise, it's awesome. It's
I mean, to be fair, like I was gonna get it before it was announced. Like
yeah, yeah. You just need
I
the
just because I need a new phone.
you're on the four,
It's
correct?
it's not like I was just like, oh my gosh, I have to get this.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Like even when I was thinking about upgrading, like I was thinking about adopting early. Like it wasn't just because like yeah, I'm gonna get this because it's an Apple product. The more I want to cover it and all that, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm probably gonna wait off a couple months just to kind of let my contract run down on my 4S. I mean, yeah, like you said, the new screen's awesome. It's cool, but I think, like I always mentioned earlier, there's no selling point for me. There's nothing that like grabs me that like makes me wanna buy it. Really, you know, like
Yeah.
feature. I'm trying to look. There's nothing really that interests me. I mean,
I mean, like I was saying before we started this call, though, there's not like too many more like huge features they're gonna be able to add.
I know, like
Like if you
NFC
think
doesn't have
about it,
anything.
even like the 3G, like every other iPhone since the first one has only been faster cell phone network
Mm,
upgrade,
mm,
software upgrade. Like we've just like the first like two or three iPhone announcements, we just hyped so much,
mm-hmm.
and no one was disappointed because it was a new iPhone.
Yeah,
But now,
definitely.
like, I mean, if you think about it, nothing has been revolutionary too much.
Mm-hmm.
The
True.
announcements have just gotten faster, smaller,
Yeah.
updated.
And I feel like, cause like with the 4 to 4S, the selling point was Siri. Definitely, like that's what they touted as the selling point. Like 4S, you can only get Siri.
And then for the four, it was the screen.
Yeah, and the camera too.
Yeah,
The camera, but this it's like you have the screen, but it's not necessarily a Retina display. I mean, it is a Retina display, but it's not like an upgrade like the Retina. It's like it's
just a bigger screen.
just a bigger screen. I mean, so I mean, not too much to say about that. If you're gonna get it, you're gonna get it. I guess we should move on from there. So I guess iTunes. That's not much, but you like it, love it, or anybody hate it? What do you think, Duncan? You're up.
Pretty much indifferent. It just looks updated. It's just got a
Yeah.
new look on it.
Luckily, it's not coming till
That's it.
October, so
Yeah,
we have a while. It says
not much to
expanded
say
view.
about it really.
Yeah, it looks like we were saying earlier. I like the mini, like I like the icons and like the design kind of. I don't like how it's too It's kind of too minimalistic in a way, but I mean, I don't know. It looks too iPad-ish to me. What about you, Josh? You use iTunes probably more than I do.
Um, I'm kind of picky about my iTunes, but I haven't. I mean, I haven't really used it yet, so I can't
Mm,
say too much.
yeah,
But from some of the pictures, I liked some of the new things, like especially like the Play Next feature. I'd
yeah.
like to
So
see
I'm
that
looking at that right
on
now.
the iPhone too. But there's some layouts like I don't like to use the album view where it shows like the artwork. I like to view the list view,
Yeah, same
which is
here.
all your songs. And I haven't really seen that view too much. I mean, I showed one
They
picture they
skimmed
still
by
have,
it, yeah.
but I haven't really gotten like to try it out.
They always
Obviously,
promote the album view, looks like. So I mean, it's not coming till October, so that's still a little bit um a while down the road. So we will wait till then till that officially comes out. Okay, so next, and I guess more generally, just the iPods, right? Is that about it? Or iOS 6? I mean, is there anything in iOS 6 you guys are totally I mean, iOS 6 it's been out, so everybody pretty much knows about everything. Um,
the I'd like to try the maps.
oh yeah, yeah. So the Maps is now run by who did they bought it from? Open Maps? Is that the company?
I'm not sure.
I know that they bought it from somebody. It's not Google. Have you guys tried the new Google YouTube app?
No, I
Not yet.
downloaded it, but I haven't
Oh,
tried it.
I downloaded it. It's not bad. It's ad supported now, so like now partners can finally get paid for mobile views, or mobile ad views. So that's kind of cool. If you're a partner, but yeah. I mean, other than that, it's something you have to download separate now. It won't be with iOS 6. iOS 6. If anything, the coolest thing in iOS 6 I like is the call features that they're adding. You know, like the whole like text if I'm driving, tell them I'm driving, or whatever.
Yeah, those are cool.
That's generally about it. What about you, Duncan? Is anything? Are you on the wait? Are you on the 4S right now? You're on the 4S, right?
I'm on the 4, yeah,
Oh, you're on the 4. I thought
yeah.
you were on the 4S. Right. So what about you?
But I'm I'm interested in seeing what the turn by turn's like because I
Yeah, you
use Tom.
use.
I'm a TomTom fan, so
Yeah, both you
um,
guys use GPS a lot. So.
interested in using it and seeing what it's like in the car. But I'm not
Mm.
sure about this cinematic view they're talking about. I'm just interested to see it.
Oh, the viewer like wherever you're pointing, it kind of like yeah. That, and they have the
Yeah.
flyover view and all that. I mean, it's pretty cool. But I mean, I'm not a huge user of maps, so I do not know. But just again, just browsing through here, they have stuff with camera. The panorama view is in. That's kind of cool. You know, there's been tons of apps for that, but now it's officially. They're remodeling the stores, app, iTunes, and iBook Store. New features for China. If you're, in China, they have the new ones implemented in iOS 6. And that's generally about it for iOS 6. Now let's move on to the big the big story, or the big thing is the iPod. So they took the Nano, they made it bigger, right? Essentially, that's. So I'm confused. Josh, you have the last Nano, right?
Yes.
That's the. How come when I look up the reviews for that, that's the seventh generation? Isn't that technically the seventh generation?
I'm not really sure. I haven't really.
Oh, it's called completely re-nanoed. That's their that's their slogan for this one. And there's so many words I can say, but I'll let you, Duncan, take it off first. What's your viewpoint on
The
this?
opinion in the Nano is not very Nano anymore, I guess. I thought the Nano was about being small, but it's just. But like I said before, it's kind of taking back the shape of the old Nano,
Yeah,
which was nice back in the day.
yeah, definitely,
And
definitely.
then adding an iPod-esque sort of thing to it. So I guess it would be nice as an MP3 player if MP3 players are your thing,
Uh huh.
because you'll get all the niceties, the touchscreen and everything. Um,
In a
but
compact.
obviously you can't put apps on it or anything like that. You're stuck with just like 6 or 7 things you can do on it. So
Can't you, Josh? Can't you jailbreak the one you had? I remember there's like you can do like one or two things with it though.
I think you can. I've never looked into it that much because I knew like
It's
obviously
not
it's not
worth
gonna be
it.
too cool.
Yeah. So looking on the screen here, I'm looking at the homepage. They have a color picker for it. So basically, as you guys know, they touted with the last Nano. It was just like it's incredibly tiny. It's small. I think personally they should have gone aggressive with that whole like Nike fitness form factor and like promoted like the watch and the running with it and all that. But they upped it. I said I was telling them too earlier, Duncan and Josh. I think that they're just going. They've gone so small that they don't really know what to. Like, I don't know more. What do you guys think? Could they even update the shuffle anymore, or like you think they'll just leave it at that?
what
Um,
can you do, really?
yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, there've been all the different designs. They've been too small and had to go larger. So
that's true. They had the one before that was that like one with
just
no
flip
buttons
on.
at all.
Yeah.
yeah.
Did uh did they make the shuffle bigger? Like the size that it holds?
I think. Let me look at it. I
I
used
don't
to
think
love
they
the
upgraded it.
shuffles. Let me check. I think the Nanos, though, personally, like, going back to Nanos, I think the Nanos are a joke. The design they did. It's big on color. Hang on, I'm looking at the shuffles now. The shuffles are. Does not tell me they hit buy now. They did not update the shuffles at all, by the way, in this keynote. They just kind of mentioned it. $49. That's it. The heck? They don't offer any other ones? Is that all they offer? 2 gigs?
I think there's a four, isn't there?
No, they only offer 2 gigs.
I wonder if they haven't increased the size on the phones, like from 16 to 32, 64.
I think they just,
Because
yeah,
they're trying to push iCloud.
probably. Most likely
Mm.
the online stores. They're just phased out this. But yeah, I mean, shuffles are still the same. Nanos, like I said, it's a 2.5-inch display. It comes in a whole bunch of crazy colors. New earbuds, like the ear pods, I guess. I don't know. The Nano looks more like a toy to me. Reminds me of a Zune, kind of, but thinner.
I
And
guess like the shuffle. I don't know how popular it is nowadays, but who really wants an MP3 player without a screen on it? So I guess that's the one up from that.
yeah, like I feel like that's like I honestly like I was saying earlier, like it's like the people who can't like who don't think their kids or whoever needs a touch, who doesn't need a phone. They just need an MP3 player with a screen. I guess that's like the like I was saying earlier. There's not a market per se for these. It's just like maybe like
Because
Josh
if
is
you
saying.
wanted something throwaway, like if you for example, you want to keep your iPhone at home and you're going on holiday and you don't want it to get stolen or anything, you
Yeah.
go for a shuffle.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like,
Nice
well,
and cheap,
yeah, definitely.
but I don't know. I guess if money's tight,
I guess, but the
get
shuffles
the
are like
cheap one.
exactly like when I was going to the. I was like a couple years ago, when I was going to the Philippines. I didn't want to bring my. It's when I first got my 3G, I think. I didn't want to bring my phone, and I didn't need my phone per se when I was going there. So I just wanted something I can take. It was like a $50 shuffle. It was like back when like the shuffles were still the clip-on ones, but I mean those are the on-the-go ones. And Josh, you said your seventh, sixth generation, whatever the hell it is now. The one you have is like you just use it for the gym primarily, right? You don't use it anywhere else.
Yeah, I leave it. I use it in the gym, and I have a Jeep, so my
Mm.
car is like not always locked and stuff, or my doors are off. So I sometimes take it in there because I feel like I can leave it in there better,
Yeah, you can just hide
than
it. I
something
mean,
else.
clip it onto something. But yeah, that's the Nano. I honestly, I think it was just a. I don't know what their thinking was on it. I don't know. Again, I don't know. Maybe it'll sell. Maybe it won't. I personally think it won't be too much of a hot seller. And then on top of that, they made new iPod touches. So these are engineered. It says they're engineered for maximum funness. New design. Actually, at the back, looking at the back, it looks weird now. It looks different. There's like a
Yeah, on the bottom left, it's got that little clip-on thing for the.
oh, so there's a complete. It's not like stuck into the thing, is it? You stick it onto that?
Actually, yeah, it's actually built into the
What the heck?
touch.
That's weird. Like you don't see Apple normally doing stuff like that for accessories. What is this called? Is it like the smart strap, or is it? Is there a name for this thing?
Smart strap. The eye strap.
The eye strap. Essentially the iPod. Is it? Did it get the stretch screen? I don't remember. To be honest, I
Yeah,
phased out after the
the
Nano.
iPod Touch got the same screen as the
So iPhone.
iPhone.
So same screen. To dim it down. What were you saying, Josh? They gave it the A5 to make sure it's like one step behind. Isn't that what you said?
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's kind of like one step behind the iPhone. It doesn't have the A6. It's on the A5 CPU. New design comes in crazy colors now, which is weird to see the iPhone in crazy colors. Eyesight camera is improved, packed with iOS 6. And that's essentially it for the iPod. It has a little weird wristband strap that they're offering now.
I'm looking at tweets for the iPod Nano,
Uh-huh.
as it's trending on Twitter right now, and
Are you
the
joking?
feedback is positive. People are saying it looks really cool.
That's what people like. I saw these tweets when they're coming in, and people were like, "Oh, I really love the iPod Nano." I mean, I saw like some people like, I mean, like DRBUK was saying like he liked the old iPod Nano, which it reminds him of, and I mean, yeah, I liked like I don't know what generation that was. I was saying too. I liked that one with the long screen. You know, the one that came out with the camera. Like I
Mm.
thought that was a good design, and then they were like, "Oh, with the next Nano, we're gonna like stick to the name and make it smaller." And they made it that like little, the dinky thing, and then after that, they decided to go with that little like the one they. Wait, what was it the one with the camera, and then they went to the one you have, Josh?
or what?
Was it what was the previous model before the one you have right now? Is it the one with the camera and the long screen? I think so, right?
It was a
I'm
thin
not
one,
sure.
It's a thin
wasn't
one,
it, with
right?
the curved edges?
Yeah, but then
It's
I think
curved, isn't it?
Okay. So yeah, that one is the one I liked, and then they came out with the one Josh has, which is that little like square chiclet thing. That a lot of people like for watches and stuff. And then now they're doing this thing, and I don't know. I don't. Maybe I don't know.
People are liking the colours. There's
Yeah.
tweets saying people like the colours. I want a purple one.
Of course, because that's. I mean, if anything, the
Perhaps it
colors
appeals to the yeah, perhaps it appeals to the ladies. I mean, I don't know.
It's like a little.
We like the geeky stuff with
Yeah,
the apps and stuff,
they like
but
the cute
the
stuff.
chicks want all that.
Yeah. If anything, the colors is only cool on the iPod Touches. Like, if anything, I'd buy an iPod Touch simply because the colors. Other than that, like, I honestly, that's like, if I needed an MP3 player aside from my iPhone, which I was thinking about getting, because sometimes, like, when I'm skating or if I'm doing something active, I don't want the phone to fall out or anything. So I'd rather risk an iPod Touch or. I can't see myself using that Nano, to be honest. But it's like a mini. Like people used to make fun of the iPad because it's a mini iPod or it's a bigger iPod Touch, and now the Nano is a mini iPod Touch, right? Essentially, is that fair?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So new iPod Touch, new earbuds. What do you guys think about the anybody audio? What do you call that? What's the word? Audio files. Duncan, I know you like your music. You too, Josh. You guys looking forward to the earbuds?
Yeah, I want to try them.
Oh, I can
I
turn
don't
them.
know. I
Not
guess you
Sorry.
looking
can
forward
get
to
them
the price.
today. I guess it'll probably be a few days before you can get them anywhere except the Apple Store. But
Yeah.
I'd like to try them. I don't. It's not worth. What are they? Probably like $30.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. There's earbuds video, and if you want to go to their site, you can actually turn them around in a 3D model.
So I don't really feel like going to buy them just to try them out, especially if it's iPhone 5. But
It looks like so they're directionally in your ear now, and they have this other slot for I'm guessing like bass and stuff. But I'm not too sure what the.
I'm sure there'll be some reviews on it online tomorrow or later today.
What
So
they look like to me though, the only thing about them is I don't know how this works because I've used Beats. I use the Beats over the ear now, and I had the Beats in ear. I've used a lot of different headphones in ears. These don't have like any rubberized at all, do they? They're a pure plastic down to the part that goes in your ear. So I mean, I don't know if that's gonna feel uncomfortable or like just how it holds in your ear. So like you said, yeah, somebody's gonna come out with a review. So we'll see how that goes. What about you, Duncan? Do you like them? I forgot what you said about them.
Well, I don't know really. I can't really pass judgment until I've actually tried them. So
Yeah,
I'm guessing they're going to be quite pricey.
yeah, as
I wouldn't say
usual.
this, but I'd say they're quite pricey.
Yeah, I remember when the Apple sold the in-ears, like they sold them for like $80 or something like that. I remember they used to have their own in-ear headphones. Maybe they still sell
It's
it.
crazy.
Yeah, I mean everything there like has that price point on it, but essentially that's about it. I mean, we're gonna be I'll have some write-ups up at digitaldojos.com. I already did a full write-up on the iPhone 5 and my thoughts on it. You can read all this and watch my other video on that. But any closing thoughts, Duncan? Anything you want to say about the keynote?
Don't watch it because
Yeah,
we pretty much said what happened, and you won't be that excited about it.
that's true. I mean, I guess I'll watch it just because I have to finish these posts up, even though I'm already tired. But what about you, Josh? Anything in closing? You're just gonna be the one purchasing the iPhone 5 here.
I'd agree with Duncan. I'd say don't watch it. You can find just as much info online.
It's
You know,
it's bigger.
just
That's all you
read
need to
a
know.
few blog posts and
Save an hour and a half.
Yeah,
yeah.
and the taglines are
It's not
just
that exciting.
the taglines are
Oh yeah, we
genius.
haven't said the release dates either.
Oh, September 21st for the iPhone.
iOS 6 is the 19th.
19th. I don't know about the iPod. I would assume the iPod Touch is already available or not ready available, but let me check. iPod Touch engineered for maximum fitness. Maybe we'll be wrong though. I don't know. If you guys want to buy us a Nano, we will definitely try it out. But pre-order starts September 14th for the iPod Touch. And those are all the same prices. So yeah. Same for me. I'd say you really don't need to watch it unless like me, you're gonna cover it and you need some quotes, you need some stats, you need some pictures, whatever. Other than that, it's an hour and what? How long was it? About an hour, 30 minutes, nearly, pushing an hour.
Yeah.
Hour, 30 minutes or less. Nothing crazy. If you followed the rumor mill, like you said, like everybody was saying, you pretty much knew everything that was gonna happen, play by play. I think the Nano was like the most surprising thing to me. So that's about it. All coverage you can find at digitaldojos.com. And Duncan, you want to plug your site as well?
Yeah, it's just dunksub.com if you're a Minecraft player.
All right, so you guys can check that out. And we're all on Twitter. And Josh, do you still use your Twitter at Wii493, or do you just use your Josh Oaks account now?
I just use my Josh Oaks one.
All right, well, all links that are pertaining to this will be in the video description below. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks, guys, for joining, and we will catch you all in the next video.
Bye!